వెల్కమ్ టు శ్రావ్య టీవీ. దిస్ ఇస్ బాలకృష్ణ. ఇటీవల కాలంలో అంటే ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో ఏమవుతుందంటే పెట్రోల్ ధరలు క్రమంగా పెరగటం, రోజుకి పెట్రోల్ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్ అవటం, నగరంలో ప్రయాణించాలి, ఏ మూల నుంచి ఏ మూలకు వెళ్ళాలన్నా దాదాపు ₹100 ఖర్చు పెట్టి పెట్రోల్తో వెళ్ళటం, మళ్ళీ సాయంత్రంలో పెట్రోల్ అయిపోతే మరీ దాన్ని ఈ విధంగా దాదాపు రోజుకి ₹200-300 పెట్రోల్ మీద ఖర్చు చేస్తుంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే జనాలకి అది భారంగా మారుతున్నాయి. పెట్రోల్ వాహనాలు ఇవాళ బైక్లు కావచ్చు, టూ వీలర్స్, ఎనీ టూ వీలర్స్ పెట్రోల్ ఇవాళ భారంగా మారుతున్నారు. సో ఈ క్రమంలో ఏమవుతుందంటే చాలామంది కరెంట్ బ్యాటరీ వెహికల్ మీద, ఈ బైక్స్ అని అంటున్నాం మనం, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ బైక్స్ మీద అంటే రీఛార్జ్ చేసుకోగలిగి ఒక గంట సేపు రీఛార్జ్ చేస్తే దాంతో ఒక 70-80 కిలోమీటర్స్ వెళ్ళగలిగి, లేదా 100 కిలోమీటర్ వరకు వెళ్ళగలిగి, 2 అవర్స్ రీఛార్జ్ చేస్తే ఇంకొక 200 కిలోమీటర్స్ ఇలా వెళ్ళగలిగే సౌలభ్యం ఉన్న తరుణంలో నగరంలో ఎక్కడ చూసినా కూడా మనకు ఈ బైక్స్ కనిపిస్తున్నాయి, ఎలక్ట్రికల్ బైక్స్ విచ్చలవిడిగా కనిపిస్తున్నాయి. సో వాటిని ఏ విధంగా వాడాలని చాలామంది తెలియకపోవచ్చు. ఎలా వాడాలి, వాటిని ఏ విధంగా యూస్ చేయాలి, ప్లస్ వాటి వల్ల లాభం ఏంటి, ఎకానమీగా ఎలా పనిచేస్తాయి అనే దాని మీద మనము దానికి సంబంధించిన ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఉన్నారు. ఆ బైక్స్లో ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ అని చెప్పి షోరూమ్ ఓనర్ జయశర్మ గారు ఉన్నారు. సో ఆయన అడిగి మనం ఈ బైక్స్ ఏ విధంగా ఎకో ఫ్రెండ్లీగా ఉంటాయి, ఎలా ఉపయోగపడుతున్నాయి అనేది మనం తెలుసుకుందాం. వాటి డిమాండ్ కూడా ఎలా ఉందో తెలుసుకుందాం, వాటి ప్రైస్ అన్ని వివరాలు కూడా మనం తెలుసుకునే ప్రయత్నం. సార్, వెల్కమ్ టు శ్రావ్య టీవీ అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ బాలకృష్ణ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ బాలకృష్ణ గారు.
Sir, tell me about the e-bikes, how demand it is nowadays.
Oh well, over a period of last 4-5 years, the demand has increased multifold. One of the reasons is, of course, petrol price, which is increasing day by day. But more than that, we felt that people have understood the necessity to switch over to alternate fuel. Rather than fossil fuel, petrol or diesel. Now people are switching over to electric vehicles, not only for saving the cost, running cost, but also for saving the environment. Now when we talk about the cost, if you see any typical petrol scooter two-wheeler, the variable cost or running cost will be about 5 to 6 rupees per kilometer. Whereas in electric scooters or electric vehicles, I will talk only about our product. In our product, it is made it in such a way that your running cost is less than 20 paisa per kilometer. The batteries which we are using are quite safe. We use LFP batteries, lithium ferrophosphate, which is the next generation batteries. They are very safe, IP65 grade, and safety wise, in case of any collision or any untoward incidents, this will not catch fire. It will only give you smoke, which is very LFP batteries are very safe compared to any other batteries. We also have options of lithium ion batteries as such.
And nowadays what happened, in the middle of the road the bikes are burning like anything. So 2 people are died in a nearby city. So what exactly is happening? Why the bikes are going to burn like that? Is it eco-friendly? We are telling that it's eco-friendly, but the situation is different. Why it's happened? Quite.
Exactly. This is a very pertinent question. Everybody is thinking about it, and industry is going through this trauma of seeing this kind of unfortunate incidents. But let me tell you, this happens only when you don't concentrate or focus on the quality. Our product, we make sure that quality is world class. The components that we are using are very safe, and especially this burning cases happen only due to batteries. Now, one is the configuration of batteries, which requires quite attention from the manufacturing side. But at the same time, users also have to go through certain awareness program. Like, for example, many of the cases that we know in the industry right now of battery scooters burning. Basically, the scooter doesn't burn on its own, but it is like batteries which are burning up. And batteries burn up only when you are abusing them. So what happens is, when you are charging and discharging, in between that, if you are keeping let's say about 20-30 minutes of gap, then batteries will cool down. If you are running it for let's say 30-40 kilometers and then immediately putting it in charging, the temperature goes up. And all these batteries, including our cell phone batteries, which are also lithium ion batteries, they have a certain temperature range. Within that temperature range, they are quite safe. But if it crosses that limit, and typically it is about 65 degrees, after 65 degrees the batteries are going to behave weird, and they may also malfunction. So to avoid that, we introduce very safe batteries. We choose our battery OEMs very carefully. They go through very stringent norms, and the kind of factory or production facility that they have, that is also checked by our team.
Is there any particular time you have to recharge your battery from 1 hour or 2 hours? If you want to charge the full 100% charging is required, na?
Yes.
So how much time? Is there any specifications are there in that bike or in that manual? Is there?
Yes. So we, more than the selling process, we give a lot of time with each customer explaining them how to use the battery scooters. The charging time for different batteries. Now we have batteries which are giving you a range of 60 kilometers to 175 kilometers. So minimum range, let's say 60 kilometers battery, will require charging time of about 2.5 hours. Our chargers are also coming with the artificial intelligence, so to say. In other words, technologically they are quite advanced. Once the batteries are charged, they will cut off the power. But what happens is, if you are keeping them or forgetting them, putting it in AC power and overcharging them. So over a period of time, these batteries, where were we? We were saying something about the charger. So the chargers, if you switch off the AC power, once the batteries are fully charged, our chargers can take up to 8 hours of AC power supply. But after 8 hours, any charger will start behaving weirdly. But then again, we have a checkpoints. So the first thing is, charger will give up rather than supplying the power continuously to battery, and which leads to the heating up or blasting or burning the batteries. We stop it there only. So these certain checkpoints are making it most a desirable scooter. When we talk about our scooters, we have two brands, LOEV and Battery One, and these are like, two different designs, and the life of these scooters per se will be close to 12 to 13 years.
Coming to safety measures, is there any indications are there in that battery or in that any any system? How much battery is required? How much levels are there? Is there any indicators are there?
Yes, in our scooters, you have indicators. It's called SOC, state of charge, which will be displayed on the batteries. So users will know that how much battery is left and when to charge it. Once they charge it, the discharging will also be displayed. Apart from this, only the visual signals. We also have certain checkpoints. So if the battery is getting heated up, or if it is becoming vulnerable, there are cutoff points which will stop the vehicle, and therefore it will not happen any unfortunate or untowards incidents.
Now tell me, what is the life cycle, lifespan of these bikes, e-bikes?
Okay. Now, when we talk about the life cycle of the vehicles, the scooters as such are having 12 to 14 years of life as per the certification that we have procured so far, and the testing agencies like ICAT and all. We also have warranties on batteries. So batteries will last. We give warranty of 3 years, but in terms of life measurement, it is counted as per the life cycles or cycle counts of the battery. The cycle counts of the batteries in our case is very high. They are up to 2000 cycles, which means you can charge them 2000 times. In other words, if you are charging it every day, you can charge it for 2000 days, which means close to 6-7 years is the life of the battery. And lithium-ion batteries per se have continuous power supply, or the performance will remain same even towards the end of life, unlike your lead acid batteries, which has a graph of going down towards the end of life. So that is the speciality of our batteries and life of our batteries and scooter overall.
In general, we heard that this lithium battery, you told, no? So for the manufacturing of that lithium battery, it creates more in the process of the manufacturing, it creates more pollution than these regular bikes, what we call fuel, petrol and other bikes. it in the time of manufacturing itself, it creates more pollution. Is it right or wrong?
That's a misconception, I would say. But there are different ways of calculating what is the pollution any product is giving you. But in the process of manufacturing of lithium-ion batteries, there is no pollution created. I know maybe some people think that once you discard the batteries, then the pollution will start. But believe me, in lithium-ion batteries, their life is very, very high. So when we discard it from our scooters, they will lose certain power, but they can be used to store the energies in solar plants, in inverters at home and all. So their life is very, very high, and for disposal of the batteries, there will not be any immediate harm to the environment.
You told that you can recycle the battery after uses, after 6 years like that, you can recycle the battery, right?
Yes.
You're telling, okay.
You can recycle, but not for the scooters or not for the vehicles. The recycling will happen only for storing the energy. Maybe for when you are having a solar plant. Not for the running vehicles. The power will not be that much.
Okay.
So that is the difference. Yeah.
Can you tell any other benefits are there in this, particularly your brand? You can tell your brand how far it is better for other brands comparatively.
Right. So now when we talk about maybe adoption of electric vehicles in the society, the major challenge is that acquisition of this machine or the scooter. We all know that it is cheaper in terms of running cost from petrol vehicle to electric vehicles. But when we are buying the scooter, the price of the scooters are too high or unaffordable at times. We have made sure while designing our scooters that they are affordable and honest pricing, honest quality. Our scooters range starts from 70,000, it goes up to 1,36,000. In terms of price, we have made sure that it can be afforded by every strata of the society. Everybody should be able to use it. You believe me or not, but most of our customers, they are from the lower strata of the society, those who want to save money. And at the same time, a very good percentage is of the high-end customers who are maybe buying or using this vehicle to save the environment. So therefore, there are both types of this thing, but affordability, as much as we say, we have a range, right? From you can choose it. It is not like one standard configuration which should be used by everybody. Based on your need, you can choose your scooter, and accordingly you will have to pay the price.
And now tell me, see, regarding e-bikes, there is no registration, right?
So there are two types of bikes. Right now, what you are seeing here are low-speed bikes. For low-speed bikes, you don't need registration. As per the CMVR Act of India's Central Motor Vehicle Regulation Act, any vehicle which is less than 24 kilometers per hour speed is out of RTO. It doesn't require any transportation RTO registration. And our two models which are right now in the offering are low speed. At the same time, we also give them, because if we make only 24 kilometers per hour, sometimes it may become unsafe when you are overtaking some speeding vehicle. So we give them a turbo mode also. Turbo mode requires a sudden push of the energy, burst of the energy, and therefore you can go on the little higher speed, little about 24, say 35 kilometers. But regularly you can't use that because your mileage will go drastically down.
See, regularly in petrol bikes, we are going to register with the RTO office, and we got the insurance also at the time of the registration.
Yes.
Coming to these e-bikes, is there any insurance type of thing? Is there insurance involved, or only registration is not involved, right? First of all, there is no registration. Insurance is there?
Yes. There are only few brands in India. One of the brands is ours, battery brand, which has approval from almost all the insurance companies. So users can insure their vehicles, and although it is not mandatory, like unlike your petrol vehicles, where you have to, before you get your scooter or two-wheeler registered, you have to have the insurance. But in our case, insurance is optional. People can go for it. So that facility is there, and that also gives a confidence to users that, you know, if insurance companies will not give the policy to anybody or any product unless they are satisfied with the quality. Yes. So therefore, almost all the insurance companies have a tie-up with us.
Now all companies are okay with insurance these bikes because in the they are manufacturing is in good in a right way.
Yes.
Matlab, what you call it's manufacturing safety measures are followed by them,
Exactly.
right?
Yes, yes.
What type of safety measures you followed in that?
So, see, it is as per the, in nutshell, if I have to tell you, there's a term called GMP, Good Manufacturing Practice. In our plant, we have a plant in Jaipur, Rajasthan. So in our plant, our assembly line and everything is designed and running as per the GMP. All our people are highly trained, highly qualified from top-notch universities or management. And at the same time, the assembly unit or assembly line is also having certain pokayoke. Pokayoke is a term in manufacturing, foolproofing. So any quality issue will not be passed on to the next process in the manufacturing. At that time only the line will stop. That kind of practice we are using. So we can assure our users that, you know, the vehicles or scooters which are coming out of our plant are top class in quality.
Okay, coming to service part. Okay, in regular bikes, petrol bikes were doing regular frequent services are there. Matlab 20 kilometers, 10 kilometers once, 10,000 kilometers like that. Right. Is there any servicing timeline is there for this e-bikes?
Yes, a very good question. That also contributes to the cost of running as we calculate. And fortunately or unfortunately, in our vehicles, you do not have any hard service requirements because, you know, as you see in petrol vehicles, you need to change the oil, filters and this and that. There are not many moving parts in our electric scooters. It is only the motor and connected with battery supplied through a controller. So there are no transmission, engine and oil requirement. So the services are not much required, but we still recommend people to have regular checks, and that facility is provided at all our dealerships in Telangana.
For regular checkup and regular service, we can prevent that burnings and all. Is there any connectivity with that?
Absolutely. That is one thing which we recommend our users to have. So regular checks and calibration of the battery will also ensure that, you know, batteries are in good condition, and therefore you can avoid any untoward incidents.
Now, till now you explained that low speed only. If I want to go for high speed, like 60 plus speed I want to move, what exactly I need to choose?
Well, we are now on the verge of launching high-speed vehicles. So right now we have, our first model was called ONE, O-N-E, ONE. And the next vehicle in low speed was LOEV, which is frequently called as Love. And now we are coming up with a high-speed vehicle which is called Story. So it will become One Love Story. The good part about our high-speed vehicle is that, you know, it comes with all metal body. Right now we have all fiber thing, but, you know, it will come with the metal body, so very strong configuration and construction of the scooter, and it's 100% made in India, including the motor also we are procuring from Bosch. So it will be a flagship product, and we are very hopeful that it will change the entire landscape in India after we launch this. So industry will go towards, you know, high speed and much better quality.
Apart from this, you need to tell anything about your bikes or regular users, regular customers. What do you need to tell anything?
Okay. So another important thing which I would like to highlight about electric scooters is that because all of us, we just started using electric scooters, electric vehicles. There are frequent issues which are not the fault of the machine, but, you know, it is sometimes a troubleshoot which people need to understand. So we give them a basic orientation before they start using it. Plus, after that we have VSA team. It is called virtual service assistance. So users can connect to our control room and we will give them hands-on troubleshooting then and there. In case if the scooter is not up even after VSA assistance, then we have next level of service which is through RSA. RSA is roadside assistance. From anywhere, users just have to give a call to our toll-free number and a service van will come there for their assistance. Vehicle will be brought to the dealership or to their place as per their wish, and they will be given assistance to go back home. So that premium service also is being offered within the affordable price. Yeah.
Can you please explain the bikes, how it works?
Yes, of course, sure.
సైకిల్ కూడా వచ్చాయి, ఈ సైకిల్స్ చాలామంది ప్యాషనెట్గా వాడతారు వీటిని. సో ఇక్కడ దీని గురించి కూడా మనం ఒకసారి తెలుసుకుందాం. సో కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ హౌ ఇట్ వర్క్స్ regarding
yes.
You can have the mic.
Right. So this is like a new product that we have launched, and this is called pedal assist bicycle. Pedal assist bicycle in the sense, you know, you can use it as a regular cycle while pedaling. If you see, go down and see that, you know, you can use it like this. This is a regular cycle, regular pedaling. Now, if you see, there is a battery connected to it, and this battery can be switched on from here. Once the battery is switched on, your pedaling will become very, very easy. అంటే మీరు జస్ట్ కొంచెం ప్రెషర్ పెడితే చాలా స్పీడ్కి వెళ్తుంది అట్లా. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు షో యూ అగైన్, it will go with this ease. And when you are running out of the strength, ఓపిక ఖతం అయిన తర్వాత మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా ఇది ఆన్ చేసి థ్రోటల్ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. థ్రోటల్ యూజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది అంటే నేను మీకు చూపిస్తా, ఒక్క నిమిషం. You can, without pedaling, you can just give the throttle and vehicle will run at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour.
For this bike, speedometer is not there, right?
Speedometer is not there. The top speed is 20 kilometers on motor. You also have electronic gears. You can change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can you explain?
So there are, like, you know, when you don't have strength to go further, you can switch on the battery power, and it also has multiple gears, electronic gears, like you can change it to 1, 2, 3, and the speed will increase accordingly. It also has option of having lights and the tail light.
Tail lights.
Dummy है? नहीं dummy.
Oh, it's blinking.
So this is a tail light which will give a caution to people, those who are approaching you from behind, that there's a cycle running. Very safe in night drive also. You can switch it off from here. You can change the mode, and this is a still lighting, like that. This comes with the disc brakes, front and rear. Both are disc brakes for better safety. Also, there is an option of folding this cycle. You can remove the front wheel and put it in your car and take it for hiking or cycling. A very good option for stamina building.
సైకిల్ ఎలా వర్క్ చేస్తుంది, ఎంత స్పీడ్ వెళ్ళొచ్చు అని మనం తెలుసుకున్నారా. సిమిలర్గా మనం నౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు నో అబౌట్ దిస్ ఈ బైక్. Sir, can you explain how it works?
Sure thing. My pleasure. So this comes with the ignition key, And however, this also can be used without the key. There is a remote here. If you press it twice, this is started. If you want to stop it, you just have to press it once. It stops. It also has a feature of when you go and park it somewhere, and probably in the parking lot, if you miss out where did you park the vehicle, you can search the vehicle by pressing this button once. It will give you beep, so you can go towards the sound and find your scooter. Another very interesting feature is that this is a anti-theft protection that we have. By pressing it twice, you have activated anti-theft alarm and mechanism, which means now if anybody is touching it, it will first start making noise. And in case if they want to take it, the wheels are locked now. It cannot go further or down. To release it, you again have to press it once, and this gets deactivated. Okay, side stand lo peddaam. Center stand lo peddaam.
Like a bike.
So now for the users, they can start the vehicle, and now if you see, right now it is in parking mode. This is a new feature that we have added, because what is happening is, sometimes the small kids are standing here and the user unaware, not knowing that vehicle is already switched on, and the kids may move this throttle and may cause some kind of an accident. So we have given this parking mode. Immediately after switching on the scooter, it remains in parking mode. If you have to release it when you are quite confident that everybody is sitting and we are ready to go, then you release it either by pressing this. So the parking mode is gone. If the parking mode is there, this is the parking mode now. One way is you can press it and release the parking mode, or you can press any of the brakes once, and then this comes out. You have 3 different speeds here. So this goes 24 kilometers per hour speed, if you see here. And mode 2 and mode 3 are also given for higher speeds. We also have reverse gear in this. So when you press this and accelerate, it goes reverse. It is going now reverse. So this is in reverse mode now. And when you release the reverse button and then throttle it, it goes front. This is in front mode. You also have your DRL, if you see in the front. This is a beautiful DRL that you're seeing. It gives a visibility to the scooter and the oncoming vehicles that some another scooter is coming, and therefore high safety of the users. And this is a LED light with high and low beam, and comes with a regular horn.
Both the disc brakes are there, right?
For the better safety of the users and stability of the scooter, we have given disc brakes in front and rear both. As you can see, this is the front wheel with the disc brakes, and this is the rear wheel with the disc brakes. And also another important thing is, if you take it up here, both the brakes are synchronized. Typically, if you are novice or if you are learning the scooter and if you use front brake, there are chances that you will skid. But in our case, both are synchronized. So you can use any one, both the brakes will be applied. That's a very common sense thing that we have applied in this.
Okay, if you press any brake, automatically it will stop.
Automatically.
Both brakes are same.
Synchronized. Both are synchronized. Another thing is for the energy saving part of it, we have incorporated regenerative braking. So for the energy saving part of it, we have designed it with the regenerative braking. Regenerative braking is like, when you are going on the high speed, and if you know that you have to stop because there is a signal or there is a speed breaker or something, you just release the accelerator. Any extra power will go back to the battery. So therefore you will get better mileage. So that's the purpose of having regenerative braking. Yeah. Now let me explain you this. This is your regular key. With the regular key, once the vehicle is started, after turning it, it starts. If you want to open the boot space, you just have to turn anti-clockwise. Once you click anti-clockwise, you can see that there is a battery compartment here, and this is the boot space. Under the boot space, this is a battery, LFP battery, and this is a detachable portable battery which you can charge in scooter, as well as if you are staying in an apartment or something, you don't have to worry about charging the scooter in basement or something and not attending to it. You can take out your battery and take it to your home and charge it there. So this is a portable battery. This is a MCB cutoff. Anything happens, MCB will cut off first. So it is another safety measure. When you are taking out the battery, you have to first switch it off and then disconnect the battery from here. This one will be disconnected and battery can be taken out. I'll explain you how. Now we just are detaching the battery. Now this has been detached, and you can just easily lift it up. The battery comes out like this, and you can take it home, charge it wherever you want. Once it is fully charged, you can see it here. What is the power left? It is now 77.6%. It also tells you what is the consumption in amperes and the amperes per hour. This is the total volt. So 4 displays will be there. Once it is fully charged, you can put it back here very easily. Take this out, connect it, and it also has a sound check. Once the battery is connected in the machine and working well, the moment you switch on the MCB, it will give you beeps, so that you know that vehicle is in this beep. So you know that battery is now installed and we are ready to go. This also comes with the tail lights, as you would have seen, and indicators. For the ease of users, and believe me, most of our users are either homemakers, ladies, and senior citizens, because of the lightweight, because this is very lightweight. So homemakers and senior citizens, they definitely enjoy using this scooter. For their ease, we have given certain things also, like which you see it in high-end vehicles. The indicators, once it is engaged, to bring it back, sometimes we get confused, so you just have to press it and it becomes neutral. Switch off. So, and this is ergonomically placed here. This is the horn button. So the moment you need horn, we are also taking care of the sound pollution. In a way, that when you have to honk, definitely you have to slow down. So when you slow down, you have to release this thing and then use the horn. Not like you are using brake and horn together.
Okay. Simultaneously you can't do that.
I mean, you can do it if you have a big palm. But for the major part of our users are housewives, as I said. Housewives, homemakers, mothers, those who are using it for dropping their kids to school, especially after this pandemic situation. Most of the parents do not want to send them in the bus with other kids. So, they use it for small drives, like, up to the school, for grocery shopping. And of course, people use it for, long drives also. Because our batteries are, we have options up to 175 kilometers per charge. So the bigger battery, bigger power. Yeah. So we have about 11 branches here, 11 dealerships in Hyderabad, and another 7-8 dealerships in overall Telangana. Recently, in last few years, especially after pandemic, we have seen a sudden surge in demand of electric scooters. One because of the cost, another one is because of the people started caring for environment and Mother Earth. So we are having a good sales now. We are selling almost like 200 units in a month in Hyderabad alone, and which is a very good encouraging numbers, and we wish that it will multifold so that the pollution within Hyderabad city goes down.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. అదే ఇవాళ మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఈ రెగ్యులర్ బైక్సే కాకుండా ఈ బైక్స్కి వాళ్ళ డిమాండ్ పెరుగుతుంది. ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ పొల్యూషన్, వాటర్ ఇట్ మేబీ, అంటే ప్రైసెస్ పెరగటం, పెట్రోల్ ప్రైస్ పెరగటం కావచ్చు, ఏమైనా అవ్వచ్చు. సో పోను ఎలక్ట్రికల్ బైక్స్కి డిమాండ్ పెరుగుతుంది. సో దాన్ని ఎలా యూస్ చేయాలని కూడా చక్కగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు శర్మ గారు, చాలా చక్కగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. సో ఎందుకు ఇవి బర్న్ అవుతాయి, చాలామందికి ఇవాళ చాలా సంఘటనలు చూసాం మనం. ఈ బైక్స్ కాలిపోవటం, బ్యాటరీ ఎందుకు హీట్ ఎక్కుతుంది, ఎటువంటి బ్యాటరీ మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలని చాలా చక్కగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. ఎవరైనా కానీ బైక్స్ కొనే ముందు, ఈ బైక్స్ కొనే ముందు బ్రాండ్ ఒకవైపు అయితే ఇంకోవైపు అది ఎటువంటి బ్యాటరీతో నడుస్తుంది అనేది కూడా తెలుసుకోవాలి, ఛార్జింగ్ ఏ మేరకు అవుతుంది. సో వీటి పట్ల ప్రికాషన్ తీసుకుంటే చాలా చక్కగా వాళ్ళు ఆ బైక్ని ఎంజాయ్ చేయొచ్చు అని చెప్తున్నారు. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ శర్మ గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. కెమెరామ్యాన్ మల్లేష్తో బాలకృష్ణ, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఓవర్ టు స్టూడియో.